Keep God Simple time, okay, where we're going to keep our Bible verses simple and our thought, God first, everything else second. Remember that hierarchy. Keep it hidden within your heart and your mind each and every day, everyone. So today's Bible verse is life and the words that heal. We're going to be reading Genesis 45, 4 through 28.
Joseph said to his brothers, "Come near to me, please." They came near. He said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. Now don't be grieved nor angry with yourselves that you sold me here, for God sent me before you to preserve life. For these 2 years the famine has been in the land, and there are yet 5 years in which there will be neither plowing nor harvest. God sent me before you to preserve for you a remnant in the earth, and to save you alive by a great deliverance. So now it wasn't you who sent me here, but God, and he has made me a father to Pharaoh, lord of all his house, and ruler over all the land of Egypt. Hurry and go up to my father and tell him, this is what your son Joseph says. God has made me lord of all Egypt. Come down to me, don't wait. You shall dwell in the land of Goshen, and you will be near to me, you, your children, your children's children, your flocks, your herds, and all that you have. There I will nourish you, for there are yet 5 years of famine, lest you come to poverty, you and your household and all that you have. Behold, your eyes see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, that it is my mouth that speaks to you. You shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and of all that you have seen. You shall hurry and bring my father down here." He fell on his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept on his neck. He kissed all his brothers and wept on them. After that, his brothers talked with him. The report of it was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, "Joseph's brothers have come." It pleased Pharaoh well and his servants. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Tell your brothers, do this, load your animals and go, travel to the land of Canaan. Take your father and your households and come to me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and you will eat the fat of the land. Now you are commanded, do this. Take wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Also, don't concern yourself about your belongings, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours." The sons of Israel did so. Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provision for the way. He gave each one of them changes of clothing, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of clothing. To his father he sent after this manner: 10 donkeys loaded with the good things of Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain and bread and provision for his father by the way. So he sent his brothers away, and they departed. He said to them, "See that you don't quarrel on the way." They went up out of Egypt and came into the land of Canaan, to Jacob their father. They told him, saying, "Joseph is still alive, and he is ruler over all the land of Egypt." His heart fainted, for he didn't believe them. They told him all the words of Joseph which he had said to them. When he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father revived. Israel said, "It is enough. Joseph, my son, is alive. I will go and see him before I die."
Today's key verse. Joseph said, "God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance." Genesis 45, 7. Let's think of some questions again. What surprises you most about Joseph's response to his brothers? How can your responses decrease the level of uncertainty for others? Maybe you've heard the phrase, "speak life into others." It sounds good, but is not always easily understood. There may be other meanings, but many use this phrase to say that they want to encourage others in a way that makes them bold and courageous. Take Joseph. He came face to face with the brothers who had wanted to kill him. These were the brothers who sold him into slavery and made it impossible for him to see his younger brother or dad. No one would have been surprised if he was angry with them. But Joseph chose to speak life into his brothers. He chose to honor God for arranging circumstances he hadn't understood to save a bunch of sinners. Sound familiar? Joseph's response was unexpected. It brought a family together. It served to heal old wounds. Your response to a difficult situation can make people uncertain, but maybe it doesn't need to. This is a really good one. Always give God the glory. You're not there by accident. Let's go into prayer. Sometimes I want to tell people exactly what I think about them. I want them to know that they hurt me and that I have no intention of forgiving them. Somehow I think it will help make me feel better, but it never does. Maybe that's why forgiveness is tied too closely to love, and love is tied so closely to certainty. Help me take your words, Lord, and use them to help me speak life, even to those who's hurt me. I think this is a good one and can also be a hard one, but it is good to learn and practice this forgiveness. Hope y'all have a wonderful day.